back side to side, we hitting we put out hit records and we put out music video to it. Me and Arson the Kid, the young homie. And man, it's like we got there to the top. We scratched the surface. We got in, homie. And the music industry is a real crazy place. It's really it's everything you heard it is, good and bad. And we just happen to have to go through a lot of the bad people because we was coming from the bottom. So we hit the bad ones first before we got to the top. But we did get there. We did our thing, homie. We did our part, and we moved forward. And we never stopped moving forward. We never stopped doing what we do. And like I told you before, this is real where I am. I'm in the middle of South Central. So you're going to hear a lot of shit in the back, homie. So please bear with me. We are in the hood. You might hear helicopters. You might hear all kind of stuff. People hollering, screaming. I got the windows closed, airplane windows we have. That's another story. But listen. So I'm trying to tell you, I've been in this industry a long, long time. But what hurt my heart the most is all this time I've been sitting here pleading to the people to understand this about me. As a child, man, I was put through some stuff that's really, really, really critical, homie. I was put through a lot of things that I shouldn't have been put through as a child. And a lot of folks tend to forget or choose not to tell that part of the tale. A lot of folks tend to leave that out when they hate on me. They tend to leave out a lot of my good side and my good deeds and my heroic deeds and stuff that I've done and my accomplishments, because there is a such thing as a blackball. You do get blackballed. You do get hated on by folks that's richer than you, that's more famous than you, that's greater than you. And you ask why? Why would these people with all this power and all this energy and all this greatness and the world love them and you love them and I love them? And why would they hate little old me? And then it goes back to what God told me. My grandmama told me, you wasn't put here to be liked by folks. You have a mission you on. You ain't just called, you chosen and called. So, for me, it's a different thing. I'm going to be hated on. I'm going to be disliked, Yeah, my daddy was a Black Panther. Yeah. And that's exactly why all this drama that I have in my life that a lot of folks going to come to learn about even came about. No, not because I'm some kind of saint. No, I have a history, okay? But I also have a saint history, a good side. You have to have both. And what I did as a child, I no longer participated in it as an adult. I grew. So instead of being one of these cats that's still sitting around running my mouth on the state-sponsored yard and talking about everybody else and holding up the yard with my chest out and my chin up, solid as everything, but ain't got nothing going, ain't but a whole lot of hardness. Nah, man, that's not me. I'm not sitting in front of nowhere with a can in my hand, neglecting life and myself and my family, talking about everybody else's life and judging them. That's not what I do. I don't come from that's not how they taught me. But these other folks, evidently, that's what they was taught, because that's what they do. So I ride solo dolo, man. Listen, man. Hey, feel me on this. So with all that being said, and I told you about Hollywood, coming from Linwood and stuff, I used to go back and forth from Hollywood to Linwood to my street, Hume Street, to be around a lot of my homies and those dudes that I grew up with and who raised me. A lot of people know them. I don't want to call out their government names or they other names, but a lot of people know folks I was raised with, And man, in that, a lot of stuff I had going on in Hollywood, I end up losing. So I had to go back and rebuild. So I went back to Linwood, to my block, to rebuild. In that, I get caught up. With my big homies, man. On a day when I really had a bad day, I was really intoxicated as a youngster. I was 17. And I really got alcohol poison, and I did not eat all day. From 7 o'clock in the morning, man, I was drinking, and I got poison, alcohol poison. I was sick all day. And I ran into my homies a little bit later, about 2 p.m. or whatever. It's a lot to this, but I'm getting to this fast. But I'm gonna fill you in later, but I want to put this out there because these dudes is liars. These are some lying dudes. If they don't know you, and they'll believe anything about you somebody else say. And I thought, as a gangster, if you a real gangster, if you don't check that stuff down that somebody's telling you, don't run with what these cats is telling you, homie. Some of these cats the stuff coming out their mouth is just felonious drama. Foul rumors, homie, pillow talking dramas, stuff broad to spread in skirts. We don't really. And then it be a lot of DMP stuff dudes isn't caught up in, and they grown. Oh my God. Some of you dudes is super OGs, older than me, older than 50, and a lot of y'all acting like y'all 30, 25. Boy, anyway, man, listen, I get caught up with my big homies, man. And like I said, I've been sick all day, and we end up leaving Linwood and going out to the valley. This is critical, okay? My big homie kept me in the car because I was asleep. He didn't leave me in Linwood, and he didn't want to leave me in Linwood, so he took me with them. Okay, left me in the back seat, man. Anyway, that whole day in the valley turned into one of the wildest days of my life and in the history of California, because right before Rodney King, it was us, January 1991, and we was called the Valley 4. You hear me? The Valley 4. Go look it up. I'm telling you these things because everything in my life that I've gone through bad has been recorded either in the newspaper or in some historical place. You can go look up my history. And that's why I know these dudes never check nothing down. 3 adult males and 1 juvenile. Now, I was the juvenile who they found in the back seat. Remember that? Found in the back seat. I could not walk. I had been, by the time they found us, it was the next day at 1 a.m. I had been intoxicated since the following day at 7 in the morning a.m. Okay, and dying from alcohol poison in the backseat of the car with the homies. See that? In a whole nother city that wasn't my city, way the hell out in San Fernando Valley. What's critical to this whole story is I told you a lot of pieces of my past so you could kind of understand where I'm going with a lot of this. This is real. This is my personal life. This ain't General talking about Puffy and his life. This is my life, okay? Because this been hell, and I've lived it. I ain't sitting nothing comfortable, live comfortable, and got all these dudes I can push out here and run out here and do it. No, my wolves is my wolves, but at the same time, these dudes got a lot of money and got a lot of nerves to judge us in the hood who's still struggling and fighting, in what they left and gone from, and can sit up and laugh down at us. And that's what they do, laugh down at us. That's what they do, homie. But anyway, look, I chose to stay as a real king. I chose to stay amongst the people because I'd be damned if somebody called himself my king and run me from the hills, and you don't know what we living through and suffering through down here on the block, right here in this pavement and these concrete. Man, it's horrors down here in the hood, and we living through this, and you got the nerve to sit there and throw stones down. And boy, and you wonder why you see everybody in the hills got hoodies on now. You see why everybody up there in them good, comfortable places got hoodies and masks on now. It's the reason why. Okay, I told y'all that. But anyway, look, I digress. Let me get back. So anyway, we got arrested by the Devonshire Police Department. They're critical. And where we got arrested at was Chatsworth. That's critical, okay? Right there on Devonshire Boulevard, the park. That's critical. All these things is critical, I'm telling you, okay? When we got to that jailhouse, man, I had never been to jail before a day in my life at 17. Okay, so whatever I was or whatever good or bad I was, I never went to a jailhouse. So I had no history. I have no tattoos. I was taught for my homies not to get tattoos. No identification, baby. So I had no tattoos. I have no tattoos. Taught a different generation. I come from a different era. Different cats. Taught by different G's. Different people. Different folks. And that don't mean my homies don't have them. I was just taught that. So anyway, I'm in this police station, man, and I'm asking myself in this police station, why am I even here? What am I even here for? So they know this boy is drunk. He got throw up on his clothes because I had on a black hoodie. That's critical. I didn't have no jacket on. I had a black hoodie on. That is critical. And I had throw up and blood on my hoodie because I've been throwing up blood from being alcohol poisoned all day while my homies had me in the back seat of the car. So whatever they done, did, or taking place while I was in the back seat sleep, I had no clue of. Okay? I was in and out of consciousness. The police knew that. The police knew that. They knew that. But what they also knew was I was 17 and had not been to jail, so they felt they could put pressure on me. They felt I seen something. They felt I had to see something. He ain't drunk. They could smell me. Remember, I got throw up and blood all over me, so I smell like a drunk. You know, I'm sitting up in here lit, and come on now, think about that. Keep that in mind. Throw up and blood all on my hoodie. Okay, so they let me know, man, listen, we know you didn't do anything. What the detectives told me. We know you didn't do anything. We want to know, what did you see? I ain't seen nothing, sir. Where's my mother? Where's my father? I'm 17 years old. Do I get a call? I've never been through this before in my life, sir. Can I call my mom, my dad, my grandmama? Listen, we know you didn't do nothing, sir. That's what they're telling me. We know you didn't do nothing. We're going to allow you to call your family. We just want to make sure you didn't see anything. I didn't see nothing, sir. I don't know. I told you, I'm drunk. I need to eat something. I ain't drunk no water in 10 hours. Nobody hydrated me. No one hydrated, right? And these are older homies of mine and ours that had me with them. So they knew, hydrate the young homie, right? Because earlier in that night, I was told that somebody did tell them, hey man, take your young homie back to Linwood. So somebody out there in San Fernando Valley told them, seen us and told them, take your young homie back to Linwood, man. He's told up. Look at him. He's dying or something. He pellets ago. He take your young homie. But they, you know, that ain't on me. But anyway, so listen. The detectives, they say, man, well, listen, we finna go back, run your fingerprints again. Everything come up clear, clean, cool. You out of here, you gone, okay? No problem. They put me back in the cell. A day passed. Now, mind you, I'm 17. I ain't been in no juvenile hall. I'm in Devonshire Police Department. That's illegal. I'm a juvenile. I'm not supposed to be around adults. So that right there is illegal. Just keep it that. Detectives come back the second day. It's a different attitude. Yeah. And please ask them to show you anything if they got any kind of audio or video. I want to see it. Yeah, okay. Anyway, he come back furious. Whoa, oh my God. All right, well, here we go now. Okay, listen. I need you to start telling me the truth now. And what? Huh? What are you talking about, sir? We talked about this yesterday. I didn't see anything. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. You've seen something. I'm going to let you know right now. I need to know everything about your dad.